Video Soul.
Welcome back for the second hour of Video Soul. Coming up in this hour, we're going to see videos from High Five. We'll have Levert and Whitney Houston latest, which is a monster. This thing is without a doubt going to be a #1 song. We'll also talk with our special guest today, Jasmine Guy. Right now, though, we have the latest video from Loose Ends. It's real funky, too. It's called Don't Be a Fool. Like the Benedette rehearsal looked like it was pretty nice. Our guest today is best known for her role as Whitley on television's A Different World, but her talents do not end with acting. Her dancing abilities were recently showcased at Melba Moore's video Lift Every Voice and Sing, and now she's made her own video as she launches her recording career. Please welcome to Video Soul, Jasmine Guy. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Excited.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is like one of those special things that I was hoping I'd be able to do.
You're kidding. Well, that's very flattering to hear from you, because I'm very excited to meet
Soul
you.
Train.
Is that right? Soul Train. Now, I've always wanted to do Soul Train, too, but I can't sing. And I definitely can't dance.
You don't have to sing on Soul Train. Just get a record you like and a Mr. Microphone.
And go up there and fake it, huh?
Right.
Have you done Soul Train yet?
I did it last Sunday to be on November 17th.
So was it everything that you always thought it would be?
It was great.
Really?
It was great, and the audience was really up, and Don was sweet, and it was
I thought you were going to say Don was up. I was going to go, no, that's not the Soul Train I know. No offense, Don. But well, we're really glad to have you here, really. We've been really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
So, now, I am told that you were actually, you started out wanting to sing, that you're not an actress who all of a sudden decided to sing, that you were sidetracked by acting.
Exactly. I did. I danced for 3 or 4 years professionally in concert dancing, Alvin Ailey's company for 3 years. Then I did Fame, and then I branched off into musical theater with The Wiz and Bubbling Brown Sugar and Dancing in the Street and Leader of the Pack and Beehive and touring off and on Broadway. And then I tried to get a few deals in New York. You know, I had a few sleazy kind of encounters with those, you know, those men that pop up and go, "Baby, why don't you sign right here? I love your work." And I thought, oh, I'm going to get a record deal. So when I got to L.A. and the show started, I originally on A Different World, Kadima and I were signed for 7 episodes. So I'm still thinking, okay, I'll do this. I'll have enough money for a nice demo. This will afford me the proper package to go into a record deal. But I didn't do 7 episodes. I did 22 that year and then 22 the next. And it's taken some time to get the deal. Warner Brothers has been great because they've accepted me as a singer, which was another problem.
Yeah. What about the public? Have they accepted you as a singer?
Well, the feedback that I've gotten has been very positive about Try Me and more so about the whole album because I do a lot on it vocally. It's not just dance songs or just pop songs, but there's some nice ballads as well. And so it does take you different places, and I think it's going to take time, but I will get that kind of respect. I'm not as worried about it as some people may be.
Yeah, but I mean, you had to know when going into this project that no matter how great a vocalist you are, you're going to be met with that because you're such a well-known actress. You're like,
and
well,
Whitley
someone
is
else
so
kinda...
huge. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not even, she's not countered by any other force in my life. I mean, she's huge. People think I'm her, and that is one and the same thing. And
Yeah.
they want me to talk like that and act like that and be that all the time. And how's Dwayne? Well, I don't know. I have to see on Monday when I go in, you know, because...
when I go to work.
Yeah, it's, but that's okay. I'm glad that that character is popular and that our show is doing so well. I think it's a blessing.
Yeah.
So I just have to find a way to do both, and I think that if I live up to what I feel I can give to people, that I'll be okay.
How much of you do you take to the character, Whitley?
Whitley is very far from me, and that's why she's so much fun to play. She's so, okay, we're on BET, I don't know what things are. She's so bratty and witchy and snotty and spoiled, you know, and the character's upbringing is so different from mine. And I didn't have, my daddy didn't give me a pile of credit cards when I was 21. You know what I'm saying? I earned a lot of what I have in my life. So right away, we're coming from totally different points of view. She thinks the world owes her, and I think I owe the world. So we're at very different poles right now.
Your father was a minister, right? And your mother a school teacher?
English teacher, yeah, in high school.
Are they still both doing the same thing?
They're still doing that and still giving me grief. No. Correct my English in all my interviews and whatnot. But, yeah, they still are doing that.
Where are they? Where do they live?
They're in Atlanta. My father has a church, Friendship Baptist Church, and he teaches at Morehouse College. And my mother is a school teacher at North Fulton High School.
What about your schooling? Where did you go to school?
I went to Northside School of Performing Arts in Atlanta, where I got a lot of my training before I went to New York.
Yeah, okay. We're going to look at the results of some of that training right now. This is her first video. It's called Try Me, Jasmine Guy on Video Soul. Jasmine Guy on Video Soul with Try Me, her first release. There's some nice choreography there. I know how well you dance. Did you do this?
No, I didn't do the choreography. Billy Goodson did. He taught me in L.A. for about 2 years a class that he developed called Cardio Funk. And you go in there for an hour and a half and just work, you know. It was an aerobic class, but he combined all the new dances with funk music, blasting, you know. And it was a great class, and I asked him if he'd do the video for me because he's a dancer, and he knew street dancing as well as modern and jazz and everything else, and I knew he'd challenge me in doing the different kinds of dancing that we did, because we did about 5 different segments with the cabaret thing with the chair and the voguing section. The steppers did their number, so there was a lot to cover in the video.
Yeah. Do you write?
I co-wrote one song on the album with Cree Summer from the show, and it's called Everybody Knows My Name. Eddie F. wrote the tracks and produced it. And it's a love song, kind of funky love song, about everybody knowing my name, and this is the deal, and I hope you can deal with it, and I still love you, and I want to be there for you, but this is part of it, you know.
So is that is that you, that particular song?
Well, it's autobiographical in the sense that my life did change with the series, and I think I made adjustments automatically and naturally because the attention was coming to me. But the people that I was with would often get dissed or pushed aside or ignored, and it's harder for someone who's with me to deal with it than it is for me, because people are coming to me and they're embracing me. You know, it's like, baby, I love you on that show. Grandmamas and little kids, and it's a wonderful thing. But, you know, if I'm in the corner with my girlfriend and we're dishing and she's telling me some heartfelt story about her ex-boyfriend and this little kid comes up, it's disruptive to their lives now. And that's mainly where the song was coming from. And Cree, who also sings and writes and has written, I don't know, maybe 20 songs over the time that I've known her on the show, was a perfect one to write it with because she knows what I was trying to say.
Where do you see your career going in the future? I mean, you seem to have so many options open to you right now. What is it that you're most interested in?
Well, I'm committed to my music right now. It has been so fulfilling to be able to sing and dance again and to perform live and to be able to talk about myself. You know, when I'm on the show or when I'm doing interviews about the show, Whitley is a separate entity, and I don't really feel a part of her. And this is the first time I've had my heart on the table, more or less, and said, what do you think about this? Because all the credit and the praise that might go to Whitley, I don't really absorb, because I said, well, that's just her, you know, and that I didn't write the words, and I didn't make up the story. And so this is a little more personal, and therefore it's more fulfilling on that level.
So you like it? You don't mind the personal? You want it to be on that level?
Yeah, I do, because I feel as an artist that's what it's about. You're sharing, you're communicating, and it is a very personal exchange, whether it's for a venue of thousands or 20. And that's what I'm used to. I come from a theatrical background, and I was used to that live interaction, that immediate thing.
The movie Harlem Nights, well, see, I got tongue-tied because I immediately thought of the scene of you and Eddie Murphy in bed, and which was a pretty wild scene. You played a very interesting character in that movie.
Yes, smooth criminal.
Oh, very smooth. Do you like doing film?
I love doing that.
How does it compare to television?
It's different in that it takes longer than our show. Our show, we rehearse 4 days and shoot once a week. This, you could do a whole scene for a week in a film. And the other difference is that it's very intimate. The camera may be like this.
It's very intimate. When you're coming in, I thought maybe I should do the interview like this.
Yeah, but you probably have a gun under your pillow, right? That doesn't... I asked him not to kill me because I wanted to be in Harlem Nights too.
Oh.
But
well,
I can't
nowadays
now.
they could just say, well, she wasn't really
He
dead.
said I could come back as a vegetable if I wanted to.
Well,
a real sexy vegetable.
Well, I was just reading in Weekly World News, they just found John F. Kennedy, so I don't think that there's any reason that you couldn't be found too.
Lovely.
You know, after all, Elvis Presley's back, I mean, hey.
Right?
That's the way to go
Dominique
now.
LaRue lives forever.
To go and come back. You have a TV movie tonight.
Yes, A Killer Among Us.
Are you excited about it?
I'm nervous. I haven't seen it, and I know everybody's going to see it, and I wish I had seen it. But it was, I'm in every scene except for one, the murder scene. This is a movie where I don't get killed. And I play a housewife with a little baby. And the triumph in doing the movie was that NBC and the producers of the film saw me as an actress without waiting for a black movie of the week to come up, you know, and they changed it to fit us. Michael T. Williamson plays my husband. I have a little baby. And they just said, why can't this be Jasmine and a black family? Or, and it's the first time that that's happened in my career. Usually it's a fight to get them to see that or get them to open their minds to that.
Do you think that's changing?
Because I think it's changing.
Yeah, because you aren't the first to feel like that. I mean, there's so many black people in Hollywood struggling, and it's because of what you just said.
And I'm sure we'll continue to struggle, but I do see some doors are opening, and I have to be hopeful that it will continue like that.
Yeah, well, you're helping to open them, and that must make you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Well, good luck with your album. What's your favorite cut on it, by the way?
I Wish You Well, which is the closing song.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty beautiful song. Okay. Not because of me, but just because of Raymond Jones and what it's saying.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Tell your sister hello.
Oh, I will. You tell her name is Monica.
Hi, Monica.
Oh, Lord.
Does she sit and watch the football games? Does she do the booty watching with you on the weekends?
You're not supposed to tell everybody I booty watch. I'm an avid football fan.
Right. She doesn't know anything about the game, but she recognizes the tight ends. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Donnie.
Jasmine Guy, our guest today on Video Soul. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go. Boy, your father's going to love that, right?
Now I'm a booty watcher.